Avatar: Fire and Ash is top tier filmmaking on display, but it is also frustratingly repetitive. So, starting with what Fire and Ash does so well, and it's obvious, the filmmaking and visual effects are absolutely top tier. There's just no arguing how incredible these movies look. The images and shots James Cameron is able to craft is absolutely insane. I saw this in IMAX 3D and it was genuinely stunning. I don't even like movies in 3D, but this one is one of those rare cases where it definitely warrants that. The scale, the depth, the immersion, it all really works here. I also like how this movie expands Pandora even more. We get a variety of locations and environments throughout the world. The forest Na'vi, the water Na'vi, and now the new Fire and Ash tribe. It keeps the visuals fresh and makes Pandora feel massive. The Fire and Ash tribe were the standout for me. They're brutal, savage, and feel genuinely different from the other Na'vi we've seen so far. And that adds some much needed contrast, I think. Spider also plays a much more significant role here, and I think what they do with his character and the dilemmas that puts our main group of characters in works for the most part. Now getting to my issues with the movie, my biggest problem is that Fire and Ash is frustratingly repetitive. It repeats story beats, plot points, and even entire set pieces we've seen already, not just across the franchise, but specifically from the previous Avatar films. By the time we get to the final conflict, it feels all extremely familiar, and that kind of highlights my bigger issues with these movies in general. They're absolutely designed for the theatrical experience, but they don't have much to offer on rewatch at home. Once you remove the massive screen, the 3D, and the sheer spectacle, there just is not a lot there. I also think this movie is a little too long. I wouldn't say the pacing is bad, but it definitely feels stretched and could have been trimmed down without losing much. And again, the story itself is something we've seen many times before in other movies, so there's not a ton here narratively that feels new. So to sum it all up, Avatar: Fire and Ash features incredible filmmaking, jaw-dropping imagery, and fantastic world building, but it's also very repetitive, especially if you've seen the previous Avatar movies. I'm putting this one to my liked it tier. Going in, I had a pretty good idea of what to expect story-wise, so I did enjoy it, but if you don't like the earlier Avatar films, this one really isn't going to change your mind. And one last thing, if you're thinking about seeing this just for the Avengers Doomsday trailer, save your money. It's just about 15 seconds of Steve Rogers doing pretty much nothing. What do you guys think of Avatar: Fire and Ash? Especially if you feel differently, let me know. Just don't say you're wrong. Give me an explanation why. Like, follow, and subscribe for more videos like this.